blooming cold in Wolverly.
Look at that. Look how cold that boat is.
Yeah, that's not even coming from a chimney. That's just a guy standing out there breathing. Okay. It's early. It's cold. We're heading to Stourport. That's 3 miles away. We got to get moving.
It's more than 3 miles. It's about 9 miles.
Was
It's
still
3 locks.
in bed, and we got passed by another boat. So all of the locks will be set against us.
It's really busy, this section.
It's incredibly busy. It's just so much traffic. It's just...
I mean, apart from the fact that 2 boats went down after us last night, so the locks were set against us anyway.
Yes.
What have you got to say about that?
One boat came up past us.
No, they didn't lie. You're such
Middle of the night.
You're such a liar.
Silently.
You're such a liar.
The ghost boat of happiness and joy. Setting all the locks for us. All the way, I might add, to Droitwood Spa. And you've blown it.
Anyway, it's not 3 miles. It's 3 locks and about 9 miles. No, it's 5 miles. It's about 5. I'm just making numbers up now. I think it's 5 miles.
3 locks, 5 miles.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, we better get moving.
And about
Well, the locks won't be the problem then.
3 hours, yeah. And the problem will be that Michael will get really cold on the back of the boat after half an hour. Wish us luck for the cold.
So apparently, Joe may have calculated in the app from the wrong lock this morning. So instead of it being somewhere between 3 and 9 miles and 3 locks, it's 7 1/4 miles and 7 locks, of which we've done about a mile and a lock. So probably a little more than 3 hours today, but that depends on how cold we get, because frankly, it's freezing. Literally below freezing right now. There's ice on everything. Ice over there, but not on the water yet, because it isn't quite cold enough, but there's certainly frost. Birds in the trees still, so it can't be that bad, but it feels that bad. Yeah, we'll see. I shouldn't actually complain about the cold. It's sunny out, it's crisp, everything is pretty. Here in the lock in Kiddermister, sadly, all that remains of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
We're in, not Stourport, which is what I called it earlier.
Stourport.
Stourport.
Yeah, just above the basin is a short walk that way. We are near the
Little.
Black Star, and beside a little, we saw the little and we were like, right, we're stopping.
I think there's 4 basins here.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 basins, and there's 2 sets of locks out. You can take a broad set of locks that's 2 locks, or you can take the narrow locks that's 4, and normally it's the narrow locks. So it's like 2 staircases.
It was quite a pleasant little cruise. Started off in the sunshine until Michael was like, oh, I'm not too cold because the sun's out. And then the sun.
Yeah, so the sun's really nice, so I cursed us. I mean, it was actually quite pleasant.
Well, we were both wrong about the distance and the number of locks, because I said it was 5 miles and 3 locks. It's actually 5 locks and about 7 miles.
Yeah, and I'd read the measurement to the actual junction, not to the side of Stourport that we're on. So.
And the boat that passed us this morning, we actually passed them because they stopped at the Sainsbury's in Kiddermister. So after being behind them, we were in front of them, but the locks were still all set against us.
Yeah.
And they were really...
That we left the lock set against them, so...
They were really nice. And then at the lock in Kidderminster, a cyclist came up and told Michael that there was a boat adrift.
For some reason, there was a whole bunch of foam in that lock.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
That was strange. The whole side of our boat was covered in foam. We eventually found the boat that was half adrift, and Joe tied it up.
Yeah, it was quite easy to do because the front was still on, although it wasn't tied on, it was just...
sort of there.
The rope was still there. But of course I started to film it and then the phone ran out of batteries and your phone was run out of batteries. So as usual, when anything interesting happens, we've got no footage of it. So yeah.
But basically it was just kind of hanging there with one of its ropes in the water.
And luckily it had a centre line, so I could just walk along the side, get the centre line, pull it in. So it was pretty straightforward.
And then I tossed her the hammer so that she could risk the piece of metal in the groin rather than me having to. What they say about no good deed going unpunished seems to have been okay this time.
Seems to, so far.
So far.
And I think we're going to have a day by the little.
Yeah.
Although the boat that was behind us, they just overtook us when we were mooring up, and they said the only thing they said to us was the Wetherspoons is the other side of the basin, which led us to talking about the fact that Michael has no idea what a Wetherspoons is.
Nope.
So we might actually go and find the Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. If you like the video, subscribe. If you want notifications, hit the bell and leave us a comment below. Why? All people can see is like mittens.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a little bell shape.
Yeah.
And below, and thumbs up, and I don't know what the subscribe one is supposed to be. Comment. What?
You're so cute.
I'll try.
So yeah, so we're gonna wrap him up. Let's do that now.
No, let's
hold
do
that.
No, I can't. We're doing this after the microphone's off.
Wish us luck for the cold.
And the poop. It's just, it kind of makes me think every time there's this little bit of fog that comes over, this bit of steam that I produce to try and fog up my sunglasses. It just reminds me of the abysmally small gap in the temperature scale between absolute zero and sun that we meat sacks are able to survive in, and that it's really just a very small distance, essentially, less than the amount of energy it takes to get water to go from ice to steam. You drop even half of that and we're done. So good luck, Elon Musk. I don't think you're going to Mars, but yeah, maybe. Whew.
That's what I look like under there.
Look, I propped it up to make it look even stupider. Yes, thank you. George has a mouthful of something. Did you find a poo nugget?